that we were ready.
Oh, what's going on, crew?
Yo, yo, yo.
What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody?
What's up? Welcome back, everybody. This is the Three Wise Men podcast. We're your host, Zach.
I'm your host, Ronnie G.
I'm your host, Key. I play all day, baby.
All day, all day.
Oh, motherfucker, day. You're
Hey, how y'all feeling?
Feeling
doing
good.
well. I'm a little
Good, good.
tired from the trip, but it's all good. Gotta get
Okay,
back to the
good,
Mm.
good.
mines.
All right, all right. Key, I know you got to work, so we're gonna try to jump into it. Today we
Just
had a special guest. She's running a little late, so she can hop in. She's free to do that. But until then, we finna jump right into it. Our topic for today is when is enough enough? Talking all things relationships, breaking points, and boundaries. All right. Um, Keith, since this was your idea, which I think is a good one, tell me what you were thinking when you thought of this.
I just think of it, when you see certain people, I think of it when I see my friends or my family members or whatever, and they have their other halves and things like that, and you just kind of basically like kind of when the honeymoon phase is over and you get back to that reality. You know what I'm saying? The puppy love
Mm,
phase is
Yeah.
over. You get back to the reality, and then things you actually start to see this person for how they how they actually are, and not just what they shown you.
for sure.
And then you actually realize, oh shit, man, this may not actually be for me. So my question being, when is enough enough? Whenever you've done everything that you can humanly possible to be there as a support for this person or whatever the case may be. And initially, just how when do their red flags or whatever you consider red flags, yes, your boundaries, when those are crossed, when is enough enough? When do you say goodbye?
Okay,
When do you cut ties?
for sure.
Do you ever cut
Yeah,
ties?
Mm.
that's real. I mean, I like where you were going with that because it's a lot we can speak on with that. This could apply to relationships with people,
Hmm.
where you work, or even
Hmm.
about yourself, how you feel about yourself. And
Exactly.
yeah, you got to know when enough is enough and knowing your limits. So
100%.
before we get into that, we're gonna do a disclaimer. Um, all of our thoughts and opinions are just that, our thoughts and
Oh,
opinions.
it's
All right, so
100%.
just go.
We are not life coaches. We are not life coaches.
For sure, for sure. But we just talk. We just having a conversation. That's what it is amongst friends. So that's what
Let's
it
get it.
is.
Let's talk about it.
So first part, like you said, relationships and boundaries. We're gonna talk about the overload, the when it starts to feel like labor
Hmm.
Hmm.
or a job. You know what I mean? So that's when you are pouring into a connection or a relationship, whether it be a friend, family member, or whatever, and you pouring so much into it, you feel drained, and it's not getting
Right.
better. How
Yeah.
many of y'all feel like that?
I've been in a situation like that before.
I
Chances
have
are,
as
you
well
that's
too,
probably most.
but
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that's
Go ahead. Go
most.
ahead. Excuse me.
No, I'm just saying, like when you think about it, it's probably the majority of your relationships, unless you got a real solid community. Just
Hmm.
thinking about work alone, you probably got countless people in your face.
Yeah.
I know I can speak on that.
It gets hectic sometimes, man. It gets. I will agree that it gets hectic sometimes.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and it depends on like what kind of person you got, what type of spouse you got. I feel like if you got a certain spouses, a certain individuals that you deal with on the level like that can draw you to a lot of stressful situations and have you feeling like you have to do a little bit more just to gain that respect or attention in the relationship. And
So,
you doing more than enough.
yeah, really. When you think about it, it don't really add up. So that's when people start to feel drained and start thinking about things, and that's when we get to the
Yeah.
psychological part. I mean,
Hmm.
when you date or I don't know, when you dating and you start to feel drained, you start to question that relationship.
Yeah,
So
you do.
yeah,
Hmm.
but the
You start to
psychological part of it,
feel yeah, you start to feel a little unappreciated or whatever the case may be.
Right.
yeah,
I use the term unappreciated because it's you know a
hmm
simple thank you goes a long way, and we've spoken on
yeah,
that on many occasions. It's a simple thank you conversation to say I appreciate you for what you
yeah,
have been doing. I know I probably ain't been picking up my part. You know,
yeah,
thank you for picking the
But
slack. I'm gonna take care of it from now or whatever.
okay,
yeah.
but what if the situation is different? Psychology. What if you know what I'm saying? We only accept them for what we thought they was when we first met them, and through realization, we realized they not who we really thought they was. Now we're thinking like, did we make the right choice or not?
Mm.
You were being
That's
naive with that part. Just being honest.
Hey, it happens though. You gotta think about it, psychology,
I get what you're
because
saying.
when you let a lot of people get inside your head, you know what I'm saying. You start to have thoughts that you never thought before.
For
Think about
sure.
it. When you listen to other people's conversations or something like that, you know, in our culture, it's easy for a lot of people to come home and be like, "Yeah, I heard such and such was doing shit that you and let me. I better not hear you doing no shit like that. I'll kick you out." And like, why has you been bringing that negative energy up in the hill? You know.
Uh-huh.
But so
Yeah.
you let somebody else's bullshit influence you, like after you see what we got going on? Come on now.
And
Well, I
nothing
mean,
worse than letting somebody in on your relationship. Let's say you got a good thing going on, but you got maybe your partner got some people in their corner just talking in their ear, got
Yeah.
got them thinking something wrong with the relationship. How
mhm.
you, what you do in that situation?
I'm telling my other half, you go ahead and keep listening to them other people. You're gonna be sleeping in bed by your fucking self
Uh
while they
huh.
still got their other half.
Yeah, I'm probably not saying it as nice as she said it, but I'm saying about the same thing. Like, oh, really? Okay.
you
Keisha, we
The
don't see your
grass ain't
face. We
always
see
green on the other side.
huh?
The grass
Keisha.
ain't always green on the other side.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Keisha, I was saying if we don't see nothing else from him, we saw that finger point.
You just you there it
You know.
is. You know I'm
Nah,
in
I
business
felt
right
that.
there.
I felt that.
Yeah. Go ahead and keep listening to that. Go ahead and keep listening to that badass influence of yours. Go
Yeah.
ahead, no problem. That's your friend. I ain't gonna tell you who to be friends with. I would never do
Yeah,
Thank you.
that.
you're
Yeah.
right.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
But your ass gonna be sleeping the fuck alone tonight.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the chat for anybody watching.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat.
Shout out, shout
Alice.
out. What's up, y'all?
Ellis Garcia.
What's
Yeah.
We
up,
see you,
Ellis?
buddy. We see you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got a question, we'll clear it up for you. But shoot, I mean, there's so many ways we can go with this topic, but we can break down the dynamic because I think when you think about the dynamics of relationship,
Mm.
you you really start to feel drained depending on what role you play. You having to play a
What's
role of
going on,
something.
buddy? Ice?
So let's say you playing a role of somebody that's supporting another
Right.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They giving well, you giving 90%. They only giving 10, if that. So you
When
giving
you
so
say
much.
supporting, when you say supporting, how you mean supporting? Like what?
Let's talk financial. Let's talk. They
Let's
Hey,
they
talk
always coming to you
emotionally.
for sure. Let's say somebody always coming to you about issues. Why don't just tell you something good or say, hey, why you always coming to
Yeah.
me with your problems?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
All right.
I
Let's
could
just
be
put it
having
in
a bad day
relationship.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm
I
gonna
could
let
be
you
in the
finish.
hospital. You still calling me about your problem?
Yeah.
I wish you
Come
would.
on,
The way how I tell you get out, the way
yeah,
how I would tell you get out.
I ain't paid
right.
my light bill.
Oh, okay. You about to be cold in the motherfucker tonight.
Thank
I
you.
know, I know you on
Gonna
life
bundle
support,
up,
but
baby.
you can loan me the $5. I need it today. That type of stuff.
And I know
No,
you're on life support. I know you're breathing through a tube right now, right? But
oh shoot,
Well,
no,
let's break it down to like how about like you know whenever when you in a relationship and you're going through certain kind of problems in relationship, whether it is financial or basically whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
regardless if you're the man or the woman, if you always having to save the day, that person ain't looking at all of you. They're looking at just what they know that you can do for them. When you go to them and try to talk to them what's going on, it's like they just kind of brush you off. You know,
Mm-hmm.
a person, and that's why I feel like that's why they call it the slot machine dynamic, because it's like they only the temper, basically everything that you could do for them, that's only 10% because the other 90%, a lot of people they don't really try to see that. That's why
Mm-hmm.
when I used to try to tell these YNs, like, hey, bro, do not start trying to take her out to this expensive ass restaurant or buy her all these expensive things or just doing stuff. Don't even buy a fucking bag of chips. Like, you're going to
Mm-hmm.
start a dynamic that you're not going to be able to continue in life because she's only going to want you for what you can do, not for who you are.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what that is? What I think that is?
What?
That's coming from those people that are real optimistic. They so optimistic that only see the good in people that they focusing on that person's potential, the silver linings they see,
Right,
disregarding all that bad that done happen.
right,
I'm not cashing in on no false hope or what I think you're gonna have eventually down the road. Nah, you got to show me what you're working with. Nah, that's like people who talk a good game but they ain't really running the game. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
They they talk about like when you first meet somebody, you dating somebody. They talk about all the stuff that they want to do. They want to do. What you done build now? Before I met you, like when I came up to you, what you had going for yourself?
right,
Yeah.
I don't want no well wishes. All
right.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, that I never heard
so
that one. Oh well, wish. Let's get it.
Yeah.
That's new to me. I
I
don't want
mean,
nobody.
for real. So you know when you got people dating nowadays and stuff, they talking about they are the table and,
Mm-hmm.
and all that good stuff.
You
What's
No,
see, you
on
see why.
they just put
but
shit
that
on the
table
table.
empty? What's on that table? They
The
the
shit they
table,
put
but
on
what's on
top
that
of it.
table?
That's it.
Because this show ain't no food because half of them can't cook.
Thank
Ah.
you.
I'm on
Oh,
my ride
it's
today.
baggage,
I'm on my
baggage
ride.
from the other ones.
I see that. Yeah, I see that. I might need to
No,
dig in
look,
tonight. Like,
for sure, like
let me just put it in third gear for a second.
for sure, for
All right.
sure.
Baby.
I mean, I know we got uh, notes we can stick to, but we just
Yeah,
keep a
but
conversation style.
yeah,
We good.
I don't like it when you know what I'm saying. What I have a problem with me personally is like, don't sit around here and tell me like this is what I used to do or this is what I did when I first met. Things change over time because people change over time.
Yeah.
So if you telling me that I need that you know I'm basically seen this change in me and not the other changes, I only
Mm,
know let me know what you here for.
for sure.
Like come on now.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing. People come up, they show you their best self, but they don't. I know you want to show up as your best self, but when you got issues and stuff like that,
I
they
need
feel
to
like
know that too.
you just keep it a secret. Big old secret. Your baggage. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So.
You know, I had a prime example. So I had a friend over the weekend that
Mm,
was supposed to go on I wouldn't even call it a date, but he was invited to go be a part of an event so that somebody wouldn't be the third wheel.
hmm.
And that individual invited him through, you know what I'm saying, his constituents, just one of his basic homeboys or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
long story short, when the day came for everything to go down, her whole demeanor was like, "Who is he riding with? Where? I hope he driving because he not riding with me." And everybody was confused. He was telling me like, "Bro, we was all supposed to ride together though." So, and plus, she didn't even invite me. I was invited through my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Well, so what? What did you say?" He was like, "Well, fuck it." Because one thing about it, like, I ain't got to go, and shit, anybody worry about riding in your car. So,
Yeah.
and my whole thing was, okay, you wanted this man to come. You asked somebody else to ask this man, where's your confidence at? First of all,
Mm,
Then this man agrees to come, thinking the situation is like this. Next thing you know, the situation turns out into something else. Like, come on. Me
Mm-hmm.
personally, if
That's what
that
it
was
turns out. You
me,
get a dickhead. Yeah.
if that was me, I would have said, man, don't nobody give a fuck about riding in your car or anything. Like, I got my own car, but it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to bring two vehicles down there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You going to one spot and it's all supposed to be like an event. Like that bipolar shit. Let me know if you stuck in the head before I start trying to deal with you. I don't need nobody that's chewed off up the.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. I know we talking about this before we started streaming, but that's crazy though. Now thinking back and what we got, what we talking about. You think that's the chick that'll drain you?
Yeah.
Huh?
So now the one you actually spent time with that day, how you felt about them?
My friend felt
Mm-hmm.
great because
Okay,
the other one came over on a more mature level,
for
cooked
sure.
for him and everything like that. Was able to help entertain his responsibilities because she had responsibilities as well. So both of their responsibilities was playing out somewhere in the room, hide and go seek, hopscotch, or whatever little girls do. Um, she got a foot massage from what I was told. He
Oh,
got a home cooked meal. He got his back
okay.
rubbed. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Daughter was put to bed with her pajamas clean and everything. Like, come on now.
For sure.
And I think he preferred that more than going down the road to go bowling and get drunk and then argue with a bipolar ass fucking woman.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I
I
work
mean,
with.
when you weighing the two, it really ain't nothing to think about. If
Yeah,
you if you
like
said, if you gave me both those scenarios beforehand and asked me to choose one, I ain't gonna think much about it.
I already know what everybody
Yeah,
choosing.
for sure.
I'm choosing number two because she came over there and give no problems.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
But you
man.
know, but those guys on the red pill, they would have took that to heart and would have felt like they had what the them guys would have acted like they had something a point to
I
prove.
ain't seen you in a little minute now.
Oh
We
boy.
go.
Oh, Keisha, we know where you at. We know what it's time for.
All right, yeah,
Yeah,
we got to
boy.
think about it, Keisha.
All right,
All right,
appreciate you coming
whatever.
on for a little bit.
All right, Keisha,
No
thank you.
problem. Anytime.
All right,
Anytime. No
for sure.
problem. No problem.
Till next
So I
time.
couldn't stay a little longer.
No, you
You
good.
good?
Handle it.
Peace
All
out.
right, y'all. All right, peace
All
out.
right,
I'll let y'all.
all
All
right.
right, but yeah, but how I look
Yeah,
at it, anybody would have chose the second scenario because of the simple fact, like it's less headache, it's less to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It really don't take much effort, man. When
At
stuff
all.
go together, man, organically. Yeah, you ain't got much to worry about. And
And
so that's the type of stuff that feeds you.
yeah, and
Yeah,
nothing that pissed me off with this shit too. A lot of people fail to realize like it's a thing out there in the world called the savior complex.
I was just gonna
The
talk about
guys on the red pills do it, and the females who looking to gain something do it. You know, I'm gonna be the first to tell you, I'm not here to save nobody but my damn self.
it. I feel you. Oh man, I don't know if that's some real red pill stuff, but sheesh. I was one
I
of them niggas.
mean,
I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them.
but
Look, I
I
thought I
get
was
where you're
Mr.
coming from
Superman
though.
himself. I was Mr. Fix It himself, man. I was
I
just,
get I get where you're coming from.
I ain't trying to save a chick.
I,
Yeah.
I I went through that phase. I ain't gonna lie.
Sheesh, man. I think my breaking point was when you out of money for one, money.
Yeah,
Trying to, I felt like a sugar daddy after a while,
right.
but it's just that, and then they asking for more, and when you ain't got more,
You know
you
they
always
doing it.
you always broke for a nigga that's always working.
Oh,
Look at that.
ooh,
I remember I got in an argument with one of the chicks I was talking to.
you know,
And, yeah, and she was in the front seat, and I had a chick in the back, and she told me something like that. I said, okay, so we got into a whole argument. Chick in the back just feeling like a third wheel, like she ain't know what
right.
was going on. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. The chicken in the bag replaced the first one. One in the
Oh,
front. But
always.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So it took her to de-escalate the situation, and so it was when I got rid of that one and got with the one in the back. It was a
Hmm.
big difference. Big difference.
Yeah.
I could stack my money. My sanity came back. Peace of mind. All that good stuff. I said, okay, this is what it feels like. And the longer you stay in those types of toxic relationships, you going
Yeah.
the more that becomes your reality, the more you think that's it for you. You know what I mean? And so you try to save all these people, what you got to show for it? Well, it's good to
Right.
give a helping hand, but when they ain't giving back to you, you know what I mean? You
I feel
drain.
like you
You
could
just a
tell when
tool at that point.
yeah, and you could tell that too. The signs be there. And what pisses
Uh-huh.
me off is a lot of people that go through that, they see it just like we see it. And
Mhm.
it's the excuses that they give, you know,
Mhm.
man, ain't nobody else gonna be there. Motherfucker, somebody else is already there.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Think about it. When you ain't got it, how does she still get it?
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa. When you can't
Yeah.
be there to take him to the store, get his Black and Miles and his cigars, cause y'all don't basic fuss and you going to work. Who you think taking them to get all that?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Cause you got a
Man.
lot of fool ass, you know what I'm saying, women out here too now. You gotta think
Mhm.
about it. This shit goes both ways. You got a lot of
Yeah.
dumb ass dudes and you got dumb ass fucking females. And my thing
Mhm.
that pissed me off with this is like they feel like they have to do this. Like it's gonna
Mhm.
make their reputation and character better or something. Man, ain't nobody
Yeah.
paying attention to that shit but the person that you're doing it for. Because the
Yeah.
people around you are telling you to stop.
People got
So
some
what
sense. Yeah.
and I always ask them, my first question be like, who the fuck said you was Jesus?
Ah.
Like for real. Who the fuck
Yeah.
said your name is Jesus? Like you are nowhere in the
Mhm.
Bible. You have not done what this man did for us. You cannot call yourself a savior. It's not your
Mhm.
job to save them. It's okay to try to help them, you know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to
Yeah.
help people, but
So
you can tell when a person is utilizing that help for their actual benefit or when they're just using it because they know you're gonna continue to do it.
yeah,
Don't be out here getting fooled up and using people and stuff because then that starts to mess with your head or whatever.
for
Then
sure.
every other situation that you get into, you looking to save a motherfucker that don't need to be saved.
Hmm. And that go back to the topic, knowing your limits and stuff, and knowing what your breaking point is. Don't wait
Right.
till your breaking point to stop, because you're gonna be looking like me, strong out and whatever. All right, so I'm looking like Eddie Kane for real, man.
Hey,
But
so what do you think is a breaking point? Like give an example of a situation that involved a breaking point.
I can go back to what I was talking about, man. It was, I think, for me, it was just as much knowing my red flags as knowing those people red flags.
Right.
My red flag was the savior complex, but breaking it down, why was
Hmm.
I trying to be a savior? I think it was me wanting to be useful, me wanting to be the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
uh, wanting to fix a situation when I knew them situations couldn't be fixed. What I was just doing,
yeah.
uh, you can only help somebody that want to help themselves. So when they just
True
leeching off
that.
of you, you just going down with them. You just enabling their situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Instead of them looking for other ways to help themselves, you just you think you helping, but you just helping them bring you down. That's how I feel about it. And
yeah.
so my breaking point was when money was low. Uh, uh, school wasn't
Ah,
going well. I couldn't
yeah.
even focus on my studies. You
You
always
got too
calling
much
me.
on your mind.
Yeah, man, I can't go to sleep. You calling me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, talking some. We got to handle this. Handle what? You handle that. I ain't finna-
Oh man, I hate when they tell you, "Well, you the man."
yeah, J. Cole said it best. Shout out to Devin Jones.
What's
Yeah,
up?
man.
What's up, Devin Jones?
J. Cole got some hits, man. J.
Yeah,
Cole
you know he coming back.
for sure.
This is
He got
this is this
what?
is huh?
What's his album? His new album
Uh
coming.
oh,
I can't remember.
the fall off or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I heard it's
Shit.
like a double album, a double CD or something like that.
Oh, he got
Yeah,
something to say.
he
He been
went
hiding.
in,
He been hiding for too long.
but they said that he ain't top three no more because he didn't want to come outside when they called him out there to the yard to play. He didn't want to play no more. He ran away from the playground.
I'm gonna say it like this. His ego might have gotten away. You know, you feel like you the best. You gonna try to defend that, but
Yeah,
you should have decided then and there if you gonna stay in or stay out.
I
You
I
can't.
done went
You
out there.
can't. You can't dip your toe in the pond and say, You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you in
yeah.
there, you in there.
It's too cold.
So,
I can't do it,
and then you apologize. Come on now, bro. Uh,
man. I'm gonna tell you like
not
this
J
right
Cole.
here.
I ain't dissing J Cole, but
Yeah,
she,
I ain't dissing
they
J
want a
Cole
good look.
neither. J Cole, one of my best rappers. He's in my top five. I ain't gonna lie. He's in my top
Okay.
five. I can't name all the other ones out because it'd be a lot of criticism. But he's in one. He's in. Well, I can't say top five, but I put him
I
in
put
my
him in my
top
top
10.
10. Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
top 10.
Ooh. And with my list, I do my top 10 based off wordplay. If you got a ghostwriter, you ain't nowhere in my list. Sorry.
Uh, I disagree.
Drake. No, man, no. Would you say Drake? Drake is one of the top rap MCs or whatever you want to call them of all time.
I fuck with Drake.
Man,
Drake.
all right,
Drake.
look, I give
If
him
you
this.
go back to some of his if you go back to some of his mixtapes and stuff, Ghostwriter not. Couldn't nobody else sung that shit or rap that shit better than he did.
I sympathize. You talking from a light skin perspective, so I give you
Oh
that. I
man,
give that. Like
no,
sympathizing.
nah, no,
No,
nah,
man.
nah.
I
But
don't
I
know.
will, I will tell you this right here, man.
Mhm.
Drake got bars because he written some songs too now
I
for
know
some
he
of the.
got it.
Yeah, he
I
got
was just hoping
bars
he
now.
stuck to that. I
He
just
ain't
hope.
better than J Cole though, not in my
No,
opinion.
no, I don't even know why J. Cole put that in the song. Maybe because he was just featured on his song, but no,
Probably
man,
so.
no.
Probably so.
Like, no, that nigga, no. Cause look, Kendrick was featured on somebody else's song. He was like, "I got love for y'all niggas, but I'm trying to murder y'all niggas." Like he said that.
Yeah, because it's a war.
Yeah.
And see that's how I look at these relationships and stuff like that. Like when they had these like when you be put in the different boundaries and stuff like that, like it's a
Hmm.
war for attention. It's a war for like I don't know, but sometimes I feel like when you in a relationship, it's like this. Me personally, I prefer someone who's kind of humble. I don't really care for someone who's too much out there. I feel like
Hmm.
people always trying to like have a lot of attention from everybody else. I think
Hmm.
that's what causes a lot of drama and stuff in situations. It's
Hmm.
not a lot of communication, and then whenever me
Right.
personally, I feel like it should be boundaries in a relationship. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's J Cole.
That
But
line
I
up.
feel
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but I feel like if me personally, I feel like this right here, man. If when you in a relationship, yeah, it should be certain boundaries. Like, don't talk to another female or don't talk to another nigga, stuff like that. But certain boundaries, like, I'm gonna go out on Friday nights and I don't need you getting attitude. I don't like those type of boundaries.
Ooh, we gonna talk about it. Oh man.
I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I go out with my homegirls, don't call my phone. I'll call you. Why I can't call and
Mm,
check on you and send you a text? Because I feel like you checking up on me. Well, that's what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Nah, it's like you trying to keep
mm,
tabs or whatever. Like I can't go out and have fun, you know, or vice versa. Hey, baby, I
mhm.
go out with my niggas now. Don't be calling my phone and stuff. You know I'm out with the fellas. I don't want to hear all that. Uh,
Yeah.
no, no, mm-mm.
Come on. Any thoughts
I,
about this?
no, mm-mm. All I know is if you put water in the freezer, the freeze and it's cold. It's just cold. It's real cold. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's
Yeah.
cold,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
used to cool off your lemonade and your sweet tea. Shout out to
Oh,
Vic.
yeah. And that ain't the
Yeah,
topic we talking about tonight. So now,
yeah. We ain't talking about that tonight, Vic. But
respectfully, no. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We can't give you any thoughts about that. That's another topic right there.
Much love to you though.
We appreciate you. Yeah, we
For
appreciate you.
sure.
With the
Yeah.
comment, bro. Appreciate the love. But no, I just feel like you got a lot of stupid boundaries out here, right? Like dumb shit that people come up with and try to make it seem like this is what you need to do in order to stay with me or deal with me. And some of this shit just don't be making no sense to me. It's like you telling me you
Mm,
finna go out here and do something crazy, or I can't trust you. I'm not cool with all that.
for sure.
Boundaries should be simple.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like an ultimatum. You feel me?
Ult- Ultimatums are more to me. I had ultimatum given to me. If I don't get that new car next year around tax time, then don't worry about anything else. I'm filing for divorce.
Hmm.
You think a car gonna keep and we got a child? Like, really? Well, tell me what to sign.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's harsh. That's
Yeah.
harsh.
It hurt like
Mm,
a motherfucker to say that, but come on, bro. Really? Are you
yeah,
really this to me? Like, ultimatums is crazy. I hate
yeah,
those too.
man. I think, yeah, ultimatums. I ain't think they always bad, but ultimatums should be a last resort.
Yeah,
Last resort. Like if they ain't heard you the 10th time or whatever, how many chances you give them? That ultimatum should be the last thing. Like if you don't clean your act
right.
up, I'm out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think there should be steps to that point. Like
Yeah.
that's where boundaries come into play. At boundaries are what should be discussed at the beginning. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
as y'all go along, because you know relationships change, things change, people change, and so those are just guidelines on safekeeping the relationship. I believe so. Like when we go out, how we conduct ourselves, who paying for the meal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That
Yeah.
type of stuff. That
I
way,
don't
you know,
think that I don't think that should be no boundary though.
I think, okay, when y'all going out and your chick wanna go to the club and she allowed to dance on any other nigga.
Hell no.
Okay, that's a boundary. One she should respect, honestly. I
Yeah.
feel like that's common sense. But
Yeah.
some people think that, they just trying to
And
have a good time.
and I call that un I don't have to tell you what kind of boundary. I don't have to tell you that that's a fucking boundary. You know that's a boundary. You
That's
know.
an unkept woman, that's what that is.
Yes, yes. That's you already know.
Yeah,
No need
man.
to I should have to say that at all.
No
But
disrespect to anybody that feel like that, but that's a non-negotiable for me. That,
yeah, that's non negotiable.
yeah.
Like I
But,
think if you in a relationship, you shouldn't let another man put your groceries in the car, even if you are out by yourself. If you
mm,
need that much help, they have people that work at Walmart that put shopping carts and back into the store for a living. I'm pretty sure one of those nice young gentlemen would love to put your little 45-inch TV in your backseat of the car.
yeah. Or a strong, gentle one, or whoever.
Yeah, you ain't got to do
Yeah.
all that. That's a boundary too. That
Yeah.
shouldn't have to be explained. But
Yeah.
somebody gonna try that and be like, "Oh, that's crazy." I think that's stupid. No, it's not because
Yeah.
if the dude is out in the if he out by himself, he put groceries, and the woman come up and say, "Let me put groceries in the car," you'll have a fucking fit.
I
Let's
feel
be
you,
for
man.
real.
I
Yeah,
feel you, man. Yeah. And this ain't boundaries that everybody need to have in their relationship. That's something you need to discuss with your significant other, whoever it
yeah,
may be. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because
Going back to our disclaimer.
for sure, disclaimer. We be speaking of how we feel. But man, yeah, ultimatums. Like I said, that should be a final thing. Like and boundaries are just things to protect your relationship. Even if it is going good, boundaries can be to make sure that it does keep going well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
So
all it
how
is, man.
far over the edge do you think? Like, how far do you think, or how bad do a situation have to get before you have to declare an ultimatum? You think?
Man, I think when well, if one boundary is not has been crossed, there needs to be a conversation then and there. Hey, why did this happen? What was going on? Not from a antagonizing perspective, but like, hey, what's going on? Why couldn't you do this or agree to what we agreed to or stick to what
Right.
we? to what's going on. Now, that one keeps getting crossed, or multiple boundaries are getting crossed. Man, those alarms going
Okay.
on. Those alarms going on.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at. How
Okay.
many alarms should go off before you make that first ultimatum?
Shoot, my
Be,
first ultimatum is probably my last
yeah,
one.
because the only reason why I asked because if they cross one of our boundaries that we know that we, one of the boundaries that we care kind of strongly about, do we get into do we automatically put ourselves into the savior complex by allowing them to break another one? You see where I'm going with
I
this?
see what you're saying.
Because
Yeah,
all of these subjects and stuff, all these topics and all these points, they all revert back to everything else we're talking about,
for
the
sure.
savior complex. So do
Yeah.
we start to feel like we got some kind of hope in them that maybe they can do right? Like, you feel me? Or do we just stand on our feet and be like, oh, well, you fucked up, it's over with?
Mhm. I feel like, well, hold on. What does it say? We got a comment. Oh, there got to be red flags you use before she crosses the first boundary, right?
Mm,
Yeah. Look.
that's a good one right there, Devin. Yeah, I feel like it is, but so when you see those red flags, and everything before the boundary cross, do you go on ahead and address it then, or do you allow the savior complex, or not even the savior complex? Just do you just not say anything because you want to see if maybe she'll catch it too,
Let's go
or
back to that example. I got you. So, like you said, a boundary we got, or a non-negotiable.
yeah,
Uh, you don't want your woman dancing on men at the
right,
club. All right. A
yeah,
red flag that might be a precursor to that is probably, I don't know, how she acts around people. You know what I mean? Is she
yeah,
attention seeking? Is she
yeah,
is she real expressive to where
mm-hmm,
it might be inappropriate? Something like that.
yeah, yeah. You got a
I
point.
mean, if you feel like it's important, you could check it right when you see that red flag, or you can have it when that boundary's crossed. I think it all depends on what you willing to sit through or go through with that person. Because I don't want you thinking that this person's a nutcase. You just wait for them to mess up and get
Yeah,
you growing with this person. So you got to have honest conversation level. And if they honest enough with you, they should know and feel bad about when they cross a boundary too. If they
yeah,
don't, then ain't no need for an ultimatum. Honestly, I think you got your answer. So
yeah.
that's
But
how I feel about
but
it.
if you don't decide to kick them to the curb after you see the red flag, or they do cross that particular bound. Like, say for instance, I let her go out to the club, right? And I
Mhm.
find out that she got loose on another dude. She gonna come home and deny it. But I saw it on basic Snapchat or something. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So it's like, even if when she do be like, yeah, I did or whatever, but I'm with you. I come home to you. That ain't nothing. I'm just out having fun. Do you just
No,
let it go, or if
no,
okay, if you do let it go,
I ain't letting
what's
that
the
go because like I
okay? So
said,
you
it's
don't
a
let it go.
conversation. It's a conversation. This is a conversation we had beforehand. You agreed upon, uh,
Yeah,
under the mindset that we agreed on these boundaries. Um, you ignored it for a reason, so
right.
you got to take accountability and tell me why you crossed that boundary. All right, and depending on what you
Yeah.
say, depends on where this relationship going. That's how I feel about that.
All right.
So,
Well, let me ask you this then. This is a good one. I wish
uh,
Ty was on here tonight. Fuck.
she probably
Oh.
listened.
All right. So check this out.
Mhm.
What if you meet a female in a situation like you? What if you meet a female at a strip club, and that's kind of like her job? Are you allowed to
Mhm.
give her that type of boundary, or is she allowed to give you the ultimatum, like, regardless if we're going to be together, this is my job. This the only way we're gonna be together if you're gonna let me continue to do this job, because this is how I make my money. I don't ask you for shit or none of that. I'm not fucking these niggas, but
Uh-huh.
they paying me to look at me. You get a chance to touch me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I operate under rule. Don't go looking for love in the club. You know what I mean? So,
Oh man, David, you a damn lie.
what do you say? If she works at Hooters, then we not getting together at all. I mean,
David, a
I
damn
think
lie.
I was coming to that. Oh man, just if you know it's gonna be a problem, you know where she work at already. Why would you put yourself in that situation? Now, if
But
you
I'm
can handle that,
saying, yeah.
if you can
Okay,
handle
finish.
that, okay. If you can handle that, then y'all work your way around that. But knowing me, um, I'm a real, I ain't gonna say
Yeah,
possessive, but I think men are territorial. You know what I mean?
yeah,
What's in my jurisdiction is mine. You know what I mean? And so uh, when it comes to women, when they trust their protection and security to you, for the ones that do, they're your responsibility. So when they out there compromising their protection, knowing
yeah,
that you got to go up and face
yeah.
said dangers or whatever, the least they can do is act smarter and wiser. All right.
Right, right.
So I think that goes with their occupation too.
All
Just
right. Well, what if you don't? All right. Say for that you meet a nice female, you might, and let's say you meet at like basic. Let's say something like probably Starbucks or a nice steakhouse or something. Something that's kind of upscale, nice, vibrant, not too luxurious, but elegant. And
uh,
she has on a nice, decent dress. No, nothing that will show you that she's a woman of the night. None of that.
you
She
said
presented
it's a
herself
nice
well.
place.
Yeah, like what I'm saying, like
Okay.
you know, you see her, you like, damn, she got to be like a owner of a Fortune 500 company or CEO or something. The way she carry herself out is all
Something
that.
like that.
Yeah, nice ride too. Like, I ain't got no rims on the Bentley, just the Bentley stop
Uh,
driving it herself. Like,
yeah.
you looking at her like she a lawyer or something. You ain't telling. Then you get involved with her. Y'all have a conversation. Y'all exchange phone numbers. Y'all go on a couple dates. Y'all not going to these regular places. Y'all going to nice upscale like places. Like,
Uh-huh.
sometimes you take care of the bill. Sometimes she offer to take care of it. And you
Hmm.
wondering the whole time because you want to send. Let's just say you the type of guy like to send flowers to a job on Tuesday, right?
Uh-huh.
She's never told you where she work at, so you gonna try to dig into that. But it's like she keep beating around the bush about a job, but she got money.
Okay.
You feel me? You
Yeah.
find out that she's shaking that ass, and she one of the most popular ones. I'm talking about
How
when
hard
she
you
walk
take it?
out. Man, look, when she walk out, it's like she have her home. They just close the whole. They tell all the other damn uh girls and shit, just don't come out on stage for 30 minutes. She got the room. Like
Oh,
she
she the
one of
main
them.
attraction.
When she come out, it's like them niggas just start throwing paychecks out there. Light bill, water bill, late everything.
Oh man. Okay.
You fuck around and find out that's what she own. That's what her living is, right?
Yeah.
But you know that but the way she carry, what I'm saying, like her personality, the way that she carry herself when she out, she don't give you that, but you find out that she doing that.
Uh-huh.
Do you give her an ultimatum?
I'm gonna humor you on this. Yeah, yeah. We gonna run it because I can
Oh
just say,
my god!
look, because I could be like, okay, once I figure that out, keep it to the side, or say I'm good, and my boundary is not getting started with her in the first place. You know what I
Right.
mean? But if she do it like that, it's hard to say. I guess I would talk to her. I would give her that decency to have that conversation with her. Ask
Yeah.
her why is she doing this? Why are you doing this and that? But again, remember, you with all them niggas throwing their money out, ain't no telling what they think about this woman. They probably think that's their woman. Think
All
back to
right.
play. Think back to the Players Club.
I am. That's why I said I'm finna fuck your head
Uh-huh.
up. Okay. So
Uh,
you got a homeboy that you talking to, and he's saying, "Damn, bruh. I mean, it ain't like she's sleeping with the dudes or whatever." You know what I'm
oh,
saying? And
yeah.
then to make it even worse, she tells you when you sit down and had a conversation. Oh, she tell you y'all at basically her place. she got on a little basic, and like I said, she's elegant. Like she carries her. Like even though that's her place, you come over, she still got on the sweatpants, a little t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Still looking sexy, but she, trying to be covered up because she's trying to. She sees you as her husband. She sees you as the man she always wanted. But in the back of her mind, she knows if you find out that she on that pole and everything, you might be like, I can't fuck with you. But she not on the pole like most females. She got a grandma that's terminally ill. She don't have a mama in her life. She don't know her fucking daddy, and all of her damn siblings is either in jail or on drugs.
Okay. I got an
And
answer for that.
and she tell you that, and she be like, I know you want me to stop, but with all that's going on, I couldn't ask the man you are to take care on this type of burden because I haven't even accepted you into basically my life as my husband yet, and I feel like you shouldn't do that unless you know that I'm gonna be very committed to you, but I can't just force that on you.
Okay.
And then you
Okay.
got a partner being like, "Damn, bro, at least she out there just doing it because she got to pay for her girl. Her grandma sick, bro. Her grandma sick. You gonna leave that girl? You gonna let that girl cry? And when you walk out her life, bro, man, you might get off the pole later on, but right now, bro, you can't give her no tomato like that. You feel me?
Sheesh.
How
Okay.
you gonna respond?
That that's tough. Assuming I stay.
Yeah,
Assuming I stay. You're making pretty good money if you said all them niggas throwing they like
goddamn
savings at
right.
it.
Every
Okay.
Friday, she only strip 3 days a week,
Okay.
and
So
then
that
she going
means
to school too.
okay, she going to
So
school.
so
All right. That's
so
what I'm
every
finna
time
say.
you come home to if she at your crib, she on the laptop, but she done cook for you. But Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, she gonna strip. But if y'all got something to do, she'll strip on the Tuesday and come and be doing homework in the back while she getting ready. Like she
Sheesh.
that dedicated to take care of her grandma and everything, but she dedicated to making you happy and graduating.
For sure.
What you gonna do?
She's making a lot of niggas happy too. that man, I think that's the main issue. You sharing your woman with maybe not in the same capacity, but they they got this imagery, not just in their imagination, they seeing it every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. So it's like you
Her name
sharing
is Ashley, but on the weekends she's Sapphire. So what you
Sapphire.
saying is you don't want to be going to the grocery store. What's up, Sapphire? We gonna see you Friday. You know,
That part. Not you don't want to look, man. At the same time next week. Look, I ain't judging. This ain't no way to judge, but that woman
right?
is on your arm, meaning she an extension of you. So you don't judge people based off their past, but the past can be damaging. All right. So I guess you gotta decide, can you handle them cat calls and whatnot? You know what I mean?
I mean,
So
shit,
I
fourteen
think
thousand dollars a weekend, and she make probably like 20. She break the house off too, and pay her little dues. She bring home 15, and she still got time to come in and make me something to eat. She just smell like a lot of beer and cologne, you know. Um, I think I'll be all right. And she doing it
you
for her
think you
grandma.
get
I think I'll be all right with it because well, see this because and I don't know if this is the savior complex coming out of me, or if this is
oh, you
my
got one.
psychology.
You
Yeah,
got
but I would try to be like to save the relationship because she's let's just say like she's a good one, but
uh-huh.
she got into just basically doing this as like a little part time thing,
Let me get out.
and her face and I'm gonna make it even deeper. Her face is covered the whole time, so these drunk ass motherfuckers don't really know who she is.
Oh, they don't know
She's
Sapphire.
she's that
Okay.
main attraction. She's the mass instead of the mass singer. She's the mass stripper. The
Got another
mass
friend
stripper.
to it.
I'm telling you, and she
I just
doing that, and to preserve I guess not even identity, but to preserve what she really truly believe in. She cover her face so that all that you get into is the body, and anybody can be attracted to the body. I mean, hell, you could look at a body with the head cut off in the picture, and the motherfucker be like, "Damn," you know what I'm saying? Look at that ass. So she's giving that illusion because it's all entertainment. She's
for
just
sure.
that type of entertainer. would you still give her a pass?
Just judging off that situation, I would work with it until I really get to know her more. Like what's the psychological? Is this stripping giving psychological damage? You know what I mean?
Like,
The
yeah, like,
complex,
like when she riding you, you think she thinking about that last thing that just threw out them $400.
something like that,
See, but you
or
can't think like that.
no. There's something like this right here. If y'all get in an argument, is she gonna
Yeah,
throw in your face? I got plenty of niggas lined up, back
well,
pocket, because at any time she could take that mask off. You know what I
okay.
mean?
Nah, you
Sheesh.
going deep with it. Nah, motherfucker tell me that after I done blessed him and say you continue to shake your ass. I dare you to tell me some shit like that. And you ain't got to worry about them niggas lying up. I'll call them to come get your ass.
And them niggas that always make sure she make it home safe.
I'll make sure they come and get your ass. Well, see, I see, and that's where I go at. See, me, my only ultimatum with that would be no private dances. Just do your stuff on the pole. Don't let a nigga sniff your ass. And I gotta come and pick you up after you get done.
Okay, I say that's a
I'm,
good start. That's
hey,
a good
you
start.
know. And then the saving complex kicks into me, and one night I pick her up, and she done made 30 bands. I'm like, you know what? Why don't you put a
Mhm,
little bit of this to the side and invest in some real estate? Once you get this right here, and you get this in less than a year, you won't have to strip anymore. We save
mhm,
our relationship. Now the motherfucker get mad and be like, "Oh no, I can't start stripping in a year because I'm." Then we got a problem. Because if I done
mhm.
gave you a way out of the stripper, then you should be dealing with it. Now that would be my ultimatum. That if I
Okay.
can get you out of, if I can make you the same amount of money that you make in stripping,
Uh
you need to get out.
huh.
And real
Okay.
estate is booming. You can buy a fucking
Okay.
laundromat,
Mm.
some vending
And get money.
machine just to start
And get
off.
money. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can use that and buy you one little apartment complex with probably like maybe 4 or 5 units. Something
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be kind of like basically low maintenance. You can hire a little dude to come in and just make sure everything work real good, clean it
Uh-huh.
up, rent them out so you can get your money back for what you purchased for and start making your profit. And then every month, cause some weekends you ain't gonna bring home the 30 bands. Some weekends you probably gonna bring home probably like $4,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If your grandma treatment
Yeah.
is 20 something thousand dollars a month, you know, think about it.
Jeez.
You got
Yeah.
to do a private dance too to get that extra. Now I told you no. So now what? But you got
Okay.
this other income coming in and this passive income. So you got this money helping you make money.
Hmm. Okay, let's say y'all try to work around that situation. You find out that you can't. Would you feel guilty for breaking it off, even if she tell you the only good thing she got in her life right now?
Hell no. I won't feel guilty at all.
You
I won't
wouldn't.
feel guilty. No, because I gave you a chance. I
Ah,
took you to church and told everybody that you was a teacher.
mm.
So I'm going to hell for lying? No, no.
Okay. All right. Was there ever time you felt guilty for saying no or setting a boundary with somebody? Period.
Well, yeah, I did. I
Okay.
don't really want to. I don't really want to say why, because we might probably lose all our viewers.
You good? Don't you talk about it if you don't want to. Look, I'm gonna say it's something you. If not, I got a story
I
now.
mean, I'm just feel like I had a situation where someone wanted to talk to me, and they weren't ugly. It was just certain dimensions on them that I just wasn't comfortable with. Not my type, and I couldn't
Like,
see past that. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
And they had invited me out to eat and made reservations, try to surprise me for something, and you know they did it in front of a lot of people, and I I turned it down. I tried to do it humbly, so I whispered in there and told her no, and I felt guilty because I was like, I should have just went out. You know what I'm saying? It was
yeah.
just to look on. It didn't really mean nothing. You
Yeah.
know, I didn't have to do it like that,
Hmm.
but yeah, that's what happened to me.
That's real. That's real. I respect you for telling that because that's
Yeah.
that's kind of messed up. I ain't gonna lie. But she, I mean,
I mean,
you
you
got to
know,
write your own preferences and stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah.
I don't feel like just because they're like, oh, Ronnie, it's just one date. That one date can turn into a lifetime of shame for me. Ronnie, remember that little fat bitch that you took out the chili? I don't want to hear that all my life
Oh, man.
at all.
Hey, that girl could have had a glow up or something like that. And I think that's the other side of it. You got your right to say no, but just keep in mind that you could be missing out on that glow up.
Man,
You know what I mean? So,
I fucked up like that one time too.
gee,
Yeah, I turned the girl down because she wasn't my type. Then 2 or 3 years later, I saw her again, and I was like, "What the?"
I had a situation like I
Oh man,
think every guy probably had a situation like that.
I didn't recognize her. Man, I'm talking about bad.
Hmm.
I said, "What the fuck happened to you? Like, did you step in Steve Urkel chamber, turning the
Oh.
Stefan? When I say she turned into Stefan, she turned into Stefan. Nigga, I was like, what the man? That girl's so goddamn beautiful.
Ah. Oh,
And man, when I tell you that she ain't give me the time of day, she wasn't looking at me at nothing. Like she was like, this could have been all yours, but you fucked it up. So she said, keep
hmm.
walking the same way you walk when you told me no.
Mm.
Man, look at her. When I seen who she was talking to, I said, how in the fuck he get her?
Ooh. Maybe she just wanted a person to treat her right. I don't know.
As thick as the fucking glasses was on his face, I know he gonna treat her right. He gonna be able to see how to treat her right.
Ah.
I was mad, I was hating.
Oh, but okay.
But
I'm gonna segue into this. What do you say about relationships that's been going on for maybe 10 plus years or
yeah,
5 plus years, but you want to break it off, but you can't because you don't invested all that time into that person.
well, that's not hard for me. I got divorced. So for me, it was like basically when you get tired of a motherfucker, you tired of a motherfucker. At
Yeah.
that point, especially when you got a lot of time involved in it, it's
Mm-hmm.
something that's not going on there anymore that's making you feel like you don't want to be there. Let's be for real. Regardless of what the situation is, whether it's infidelity or just regular stuff like not putting the cap back on the toothbrush or
Mm-hmm.
this motherfucker want to take a damn shit with the door wide open in the middle of the night while I'm in the bed. You know, little dumb stuff like you never know. And then I look at it like after that much time right there, um, that's way past the honeymoon like phase and all that, right?
Uh-huh.
So after 5 years, I could say after 5 years, it's not really that difficult. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
5 years of being married or being in a serious relationship with anybody for 5 years, it's time in there, but you can still get tired of a person, or you can figure out in time like this not who you want. Now 10 years or better, like you don't have time to go through that if I'm tired of this motherfucker or not phase. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
10 plus years and you call it quits, you got to have something else going on. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You got to. You got to have something else going on. And I think that's what is scared. That's what a lot of people are kind of afraid of. That's why they don't want to be in a committed relationship because they don't want to get hurt, right? Okay, but here's the
Yeah.
thing. The psychology behind that is you're going to waste these different years of your life
Mm.
basically nibbling here and nibbling there. And then when you get 40 or 50 years old, oh, now you want to get married and all that and all this and all. Like, come on, man. That don't make any sense to me. It took you that damn long to figure out if you could be committed or not.
Mm. Sheesh.
Like when you've been together for that long and you call it quits, you got some other shit going on. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. 15, 20 years in. Now, if you being abused, like being beat on or something like that, I can see
Mm.
some people saying I'm gonna stick around because we got a lot that if we split up basically right now, we finna lose a lot of stuff, credit, because a lot of people don't feel to realize like when you marry a person, you take on all of their financial fucking debt, stress, and everything as well. You take on their family problems, you know what I'm saying? You take on their personal problems, like it's a lot you take
Mm.
in. If you've been doing that shit for 15, 20 years and then you call it quits, something going on, something that's caught your eye.
Yeah, that's real. Oh, Devin Jones, we missed your comment, man. You said it's a dark world out there. What if one of her fans attack her? That was back to what I was saying. That Players Club reference, the guy that makes sure she get home all the time. And yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a
Well,
good point.
all I'm gonna
But
tell you is if one of her fans attack her, if I told her ass that I was gonna fucking beat her to pick her up, she ain't got no reason getting jumped on when she leave out. It's already security in the club, and if you the main attraction, I know they are watching you, and there's no way nobody's gonna be able to hurt you because the bitch won't even be able to get on the stage while you doing your thing. So I know they're gonna let you walk out that door, and they gonna know me because it's gonna be your job to let them know who I am.
Mhm.
I should be able to come in there and sit at the fucking bar while you doing your thing with my back turned. And I don't care how loud these horny motherfuckers get. Don't turn around one time. Cause I got that much confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But we ain't but if one of our fans attacking and I'm there, I'm gonna attack their ass with something even harder. Trust me.
yeah. I know
But
that's right.
nah, but I just feel like when you've been in a situation with someone for over 10 years,
Mhm.
that's too much time to just say I'm tired of you. I'm
For sure.
sorry. It's too much
Yeah,
time.
man. I tell you what. Okay, what if y'all had a good relationship? It's been going well for so long, but now it's changing. Now you feel like it's not serving you anymore. Do you feel guilty for calling it quits after that? Like, how
Mm,
much does time really play a role, or how significant is the time y'all been together in deciding if y'all call it quits or not?
I feel like it take about 2 to 3 years to kind of know when you're dealing with a person. You're gonna end up with them for a while or not. It don't take long. I would say the
Mhm.
first 5 years. Not even being married, just being with a person in a committed relationship. 5 years in a row. I'm on my stream and I'm on my laptop, so but the first 5 years of a serious relationship will
uh-huh.
tell what's gonna happen. If you
Mhm.
make it past that fifth year, and I'm not trying to give out no advice, but I read this in the book somewhere. First 5 years will let you know that's even at a job. Like you'll know if this is where you see yourself at. Ain't nobody
Mhm.
finna waste 5 years with the same motherfucking thing and don't see where it's gonna benefit them at. Point
Right,
blank
right.
period. So
Uh-huh.
if I call it quits within the first 5 years, I ain't gonna feel guilty
Mhm.
unless she fuck around and she hit the lotto, you know. But other than that, nah. Now after 10 years,
uh-huh.
and it also depends on basically what you left or what you calling it quits for.
Mhm.
Now, if it's the regular she cheated or something like that, you shouldn't feel guilty because after 10 plus years and you did what you're supposed to do as a man or as a woman and
Yeah.
your spouse did you wrong, you should not feel guilty for walking out of that door. The only thing you should
Yeah.
be guilty about is the fact that you didn't walk out as fast as you did. Point
Yeah.
blank period. But if you leave for some dumb shit like, oh, I'm just tired of you just coming home and arguing, or hell, I can't even say this. If you I'm tired of you drinking every day. You met me, I was drinking.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, and if you put up with it this long, you leave me for drinking. Okay, yeah, you should feel guilty about that. Because what if I overdose on alcohol? Now I done killed myself because you left me. Because I done went to a depression.
Hey, Levin, that's
Man,
you gonna guilt trip.
I gotta paint pictures for the chat to see this. because I
Okay.
don't want the chat feeling like, oh, anybody is it's okay for you to leave a person. But all I'm saying is, if you done been with them over 10 years, you have to have a legitimate, actual reason to walk out of the door. You can't
Yeah.
call it quits over some crazy shit.
Mm,
And if you do leave out of the door, if you call it quits after 10 plus years, you cannot feel guilty
yeah,
unless you fucked up.
for sure. That's how I feel about it. Like, if you're in a serious relationship, you got to be willing to fight for that relationship. If y'all going through things, y'all got to fight through that. Um, if it's the other person that's changing, depending on what the change is, y'all should fight for it. Now, if it's core value, like let's say that person stopped believing in God, or something like that, then I don't know. That may be a thing that you might not be able to put up with. But I don't know. It all depends on what you can and cannot put up with. It's your boundaries
Yeah,
and your ultimatums if you have those. But it's yeah, it all depends on the couple. But I wanted to ask you about this movie. This
yeah.
movie with my girl was telling me about it. It was a movie with what's her name? I can never remember their name. Gina from Martin, whatever her name is, Tisha Campbell.
Tisha Campbell
She got this new movie on Lifetime, I think, with uh that nigga
with the
from
girl that
Lincoln
played off of
Heights.
Jamie Foxx. Oh,
No, no,
you talking
what?
about
I
Russell
don't know if you-
Thornsberry?
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
know the guy. Okay,
yeah.
so they've been married for a long time. They kids them uh growing up, and they moved out of the house. Now Tisha is the wife that wants to, she's seeing this as an opportunity to explore. They got the whole house to themselves and stuff. So she in some lingerie and stuff. She go out there to the garage where her husband at, and she trying to tell him what it is, and he like, this what it ain't. He like, I'm tired and I'm about to go to bed. So I guess this been going on. So she like, I can't stay in this house no more. And so she, I guess, goes out to discover herself or whatever. They still married or whatnot. But
Yeah.
she meet this guy. I can't remember his name. Oh, the guy from 8 Mile, the one with the dreads that was putting Eminem on.
Makai Fife.
Makai Pfeiffer. Yeah. So she meet him. They having their moments. They dancing in the club. He starts taking her pictures. He's a photographer, I guess. And he's like, tells her to take pictures in some lingerie. She doing that. And they say, she dropped the I said, what is going on? So all that goes on. But the way the trailer is looking, it's like they promoting, finding yourself, and it was like a happy go lucky type movie. And I'm like,
Yeah.
are they glorifying just, leaving your marriage to go be happy? You know what I
Ah,
mean?
well.
So that I don't know, because they didn't really shed light on what the man was going through, according to the
Yeah.
trailer. So I'm like, this is awfully convenient. But my question to that is it ever justifiable to skip out on your marriage to get what you need from somebody else?
Nah. It's
Or
never justifiable.
okay.
It's
That,
never
that's what I
justifiable.
was wondering, man. It's not saying I ain't saying your needs aren't important, but you got to work that out with your husband. That ain't just some
And
agreement you made with that
and I
person.
and I would tell any married couple this right here. Think about how bad it's gonna hurt you, not your spouse. Think about how that shit gonna eat you up. You ain't gonna be thinking about it while you're in the process, but when you get home, and then when she finally comes home and she lays beside you, and she touch you and it don't feel the same as the other person, and you make a
Ooh,
certain move or you jump or something, you think she not picking up on that. You're wrong.
dang.
Yeah, yeah. Be careful now. It's never just
Yeah.
same thing, ladies. Like, be careful. You think that men don't pay attention? Shit, men pay attention to what the fuck is theirs. I
Yeah.
guarantee that. Fuck around and find out.
That's tough though. I mean, yeah, you can't skip out on your partner, man. That's for the ones that believe it. That's a covenant you made with God by this person. Y'all partners for life for the rest of y'all
Right.
life.
Right.
And you
You gotta
brother
think
like
about
that,
that covenant. That's
yeah.
like breaking a promise. So if you break that promise, don't make a promise to your child, like, because if you broke a promise to the mother or the father of your child, then
Hmm.
you know, I know for a fact that you will lie to them if you lie to me.
For
And
sure.
and and that's how it's gonna be. So now it's never justifiable. Now, if you
Yeah.
want to do it, this is how you do it.
Hmm.
Keep your mouth closed. You keep the same routine. Let me
Uh,
stop. Let me stop.
where you going with this? No, see, before you even get to that point, do you cheating? It always starts in your mind. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
starts there with a thought, whether it comes from you or somebody else thoughts being thrown at you. The fact that you kept it meaning it might have been enticing to you or something. You want to hear it out at the very least. So um, I think the signs leading up to that is resentment. The resentment part. If
Hmm.
you feel like your significant other ain't pulling their weight or something like that, but you ain't talked to them, where them thoughts going? They staying in your mind, they circulating, and they keep adding up every time you don't have that conversation
And
with them.
don't let nobody else be in your head either while you're going through that.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. If he wanted to, he would have type conversation. Or that's why I try to
Hey,
tell
bro,
you.
you already know that she ain't got them cooking for you like that. Let old girl bring that plate for you. You know?
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have that thrown at me.
Yeah. Try to make it seem like you ain't doing nothing wrong, but at the end of the day, you really fucking up because your intentions when you by yourself is like, what if I did with whoever?
Yeah.
And sometimes that what if can lead to a how if we do it this way? Like you turn around and let me hit it from the back.
That type of
Yeah.
stuff, man. And if you're in a relationship just for the accolades and stuff like that, you definitely gonna have them thoughts. Like why you need a pat on the back for something you agreed to do. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
That's where responsibilities come in at. So I don't know. I mean, there's times where you can celebrate your partner and stuff like that, but there's other times where you have to do what you agreed to do, your
Right.
responsibility. So and I believe for the ones that do have an open mind and stuff, they'll recognize, when you're
Yeah.
doing good things. So yeah, I don't know. That's just how I feel
It,
about that.
it's just crazy because the dynamic of relationship done changed so much from what me and you saw basically growing up, how it
Hmm.
was portrayed on television and all that to now how it's being portrayed, especially throughout social media. See, if you ask me, a lot of people is trying to get their relationship advice from other people on basic social media, and a lot of these people ain't even been in a relationship at all in their life. So it's
Yeah,
like you getting advice from somebody who couldn't even give their own self any type of advice. Because if they could, they would have a person. They'll be dealing
yeah,
with somebody. They're not. So it's like, and the dynamic now that they have basically just going around the whole idea of a relationship. Some of the ideals I feel like it's just straight up dumb. Like
mm,
a relationship does not have to be revolved around nothing financially.
mm,
Finances shouldn't even be involved in that shit
for
unless
sure.
you going to the next level. Like you got
Uh-huh.
to get into a person's mind and you got to get into their heart. If you don't earn either one of those, do you really have a relationship? Like your homeboy is
Mm,
your homeboy, but he's your homeboy because y'all can play basketball and he pick you up because he don't have a ride and shit like that, or is that your homeboy like when you down bad, he like, hey bro, I know you got a flat tire, I'm gonna come and pick you up. See, I
for
got
sure.
homeboys just like that right now to this day. I got a
Hmm.
car out there. If I say like, bro, I ain't coming to work, why, man? I don't feel like driving. Hey, bro, you can't miss work, man. I'll come pick you up, bro. You know what I'm
That's for
saying?
sure.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, just give you that motivation, that push. Like, bro, if you don't want to drive to work, bro, I know you need it. I'll come and pick your ass up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Now I got people like that. So I feel like,
I
that's
know
what a
too many
relationship
people like
is
that.
about.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So if you're
Yeah.
not dealing with a person or you're not seeing that, then yeah, leave it alone. Like, don't even try to
Mm.
get too deep into it.
Mm, I think there's the other side of it too. This they say love never gives up. You got to know your limits with that too, because you can lose your sanity trying to love
Yeah,
somebody. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
so I think we saw that with some of the older generation too. Back in the day, just whether it was on TV or something like that, it
yeah,
was I don't know. You a lot of couples in the back in the day were miserable too now because they ignored a
yeah,
lot of stuff. They focus so much on the responsibility part, but not
yeah,
keeping the love alive. And so
yeah,
I think there's a switch. They focusing more on the keeping love alive, and not upholding the responsibilities part. It's a balance, but it's got to be had. Balance is important.
yeah.
So
Like, yeah,
that's
I feel like the whole idea of love done changed from how it used to be back in the day. But it was a lot of people that was miserable, and they, like you said, they feel like certain responsibilities kept them tied down into a situation. A lot of them use the
mhm,
excuse, I couldn't get out because I ain't had nowhere else to go. Or I ain't know what else to do.
mhm,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. Man.
But now you look at the tables being turned, like a lot of these females now have those CEO, Fortune 500 company jobs and stuff. A lot of these dudes ain't applying themselves at all. Like they can't even go
Mhm.
out and change tires anymore. You got to look at the dynamic of how the individuals in the world is changing. Like you don't really see too many real men out here no more.
I'm saying, man, I ain't realized how many people didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, bro. Like
Crazy.
it's a lot of young niggas you can go at right now. Hey, you know how to change this tire? Just put on the spare. Like I know how to change a whole tire without the
Yeah,
tire machine. How you put that crowbar in there and pop that tire from around that rim after you deflate it in
yeah,
the air.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't know
Like,
nothing about
yeah.
that.
No, man, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Hey, people calling me, hey, bro, I'm on the side of the road. You help me?
yeah,
Like, bro, I'm like,
man.
I got you, man, I got you. But you
It
better
was a
learn,
group of
you
little
better watch how I
dudes,
do it. That's what I
right?
say. So,
It was a group of little dudes at the convenience store. They were trying to jump their grandma car. They ain't even know how to work jumper cables. I was like, "Are y'all serious?"
what? Look,
And one of them was 19. One of them was 19.
they
I'm
mess
like,
around
nigga,
and
you
blow that
driving. I'm like,
tire.
nigga, you driving. You can't even put them on. And that's when
Yeah,
I said to myself, like, I see why these females try to talk how they talk now to dudes and stuff, and dudes try to holler at them and stuff. They be so quick to be like, nigga, what can you do for me? Like, you probably
uh-uh.
don't even know how to change a tire or jump off a car and stuff. And dude, he get basically mad trying to be like, man, fuck you, bitch, what up? But ask yourself, dude, can you really go out there and do that simple ass shit? Like, I was
Yeah,
doing that at 6 or 7 years old.
for sure. It's crazy though. I had a homeboy. I ain't gonna say homeboy. I knew the chick. She said she asked me to come fix her tire. And so I put her, it was right there on campus. And her boyfriend was there. And
Yeah.
I was like, he don't know how to do this? That's what I was thinking. He thought appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. I could tell he probably eating at him. I said,
Yeah.
nah, man. I said, you know how to do it, right? From here on out. He's like, yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I said, I hope so.
Yeah.
You know, she thanked me, whatever, but I try not to make it weird, but
Mm,
you gotta know this stuff, man. That's that
mm.
stuff that's emasculating, make you
You
feel
nicer
shame.
than me.
What you be like?
I'd
Come
have,
here, girl. I got
I,
you.
I'd have took her home. I'd have told
Oh
her to follow
man.
me. I'd have made her put his ass out. I told her to follow me home. And this is why I would have did that. Guys like you and I, we see someone beside the road. It's a natural instinct just to ask, "Hey, are y'all good?" Because we was raised like that. You know what I'm saying? You know how
Uh-huh.
many YNs I done seen pass by people on the side of the road? There's five of them in the car. Y'all can't just help push the woman car through. She ran out of gas. She just needs somebody to help push the car. These niggas sitting in the car. I'm like, man, bro, come on. Like, really? So, anytime a female asks me to help her and she got a nigga in the car, oh, I'm doing everything I can to piss that nigga off. What you gonna do, bro? Like for real. I ain't worried about you shooting me because you shoot me that means you really is a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? You should have been out here changing your woman car. If she stand outside the whole time I change that car, and he sit in the car, he never get out. I guarantee you, when she get back in, She gonna take him home like ain't nothing
That's
happened.
famous
I
song,
gotta
man.
go to the grocery store. She's coming right back over to my house, thanking me for changing her tire,
Oh, but
and I ain't gonna feel bad.
hey, that's your reward system. But hey, that should make a man feel like crap in that moment, or make you want to learn and do better. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. That's crazy, right? I feel like this is a good discussion here, man.
Yeah, man. I feel like it's a lot more. We should have had a female perspective, so they could have told us some of the stuff that they feel like we don't do in a relationship that makes them have the thoughts they have. Because I don't really
So
know what be going through these women head when they be just like, you know what? I woke up and I just feel like I don't think we can do this no more.
yeah.
Why? We were just good last night. We were watching Stranger Things on the couch, and I massaged your feet. What is it? And automatically it's got to be a nigga. Got to be a nigga. Sometimes it don't need to
Mm,
be another person. It just be like I'm outgrowing you. I can't see where I can grow with you. You know,
mhm. Yeah,
but I
man.
don't know. I don't know.
We'll
We
have a
probably need to
female.
keep a part two of this.
We will. We still got plenty more we could talk about on this. So
Yeah,
we definitely
yeah.
gonna
We
do
gotta
that.
keep a part two on this.
Ronnie, don't forget that stripper question because we gonna throw that.
Oh yeah, I'm never gonna
Think
forget
think
that.
about it. 'Cause that was an interesting one. So
Yeah,
yeah, we gonna do that.
yeah. That's what I like to do because I feel like that's the only profession that is frowned upon, basically for a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And basically with a dude, I guess you could say for a dude, it could be like a drug dealer. Ain't no girlfriend to bring a
Yeah, I
drug
was
dealer
thinking
to
that.
their mama house. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
gotta think about stuff like that. Like if you know why, even though it's looked down upon or it's wrong,
Mm,
you know, if they tell you this is why, and it's some deep shit, like,
mhm.
are you gonna like give an ultimatum or are you gonna be understandable?
For sure.
Uh,
Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, we definitely gonna have that.
Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah, this is a good one. But shout out to Keisha for hopping on.
Yeah,
Uh,
appreciate you, Keisha.
Shout out to Ty for communicating with us.
Yeah.
Much
I
love.
love you,
Hope
Ty.
everything good. Yeah. Shout out to the guests. She wasn't able to make it, but much love to you, Robin.
We love
Hopefully
you
we can
too,
get you on
Robin.
next time. We'll definitely run it back. So again, this was which episode was this?
Uh
Episode
episode
22.
yeah.
Well, we
We've been
running
doing a
through 'em.
lot of these.
Man. Again, when
Yeah.
is enough?
Hey,
Relationships.
I also want to
Balance.
thank everybody who's been coming and watching. Our views have been
Oh
great, and we appreciate you all. So we ask,
yeah.
and y'all just leave us some comments in the chat how we can make this better for y'all, more entertaining.
So,
If you want to see it more, and also what we're gonna start doing is throwing out a topic at the end of we're gonna throw out a question at the end of each show, like give us a topic. You know what I'm
so
saying? We'll do a topic from the chat, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
that's
just
a
so
good
y'all
one.
comment and subscribe and just leave us comments and stuff like that. And we'll try to make sure we make the show better for you.
The show. And if you're feeling up to it, you want to be a special guest, we'll definitely work that out. We'll send the info out and we'll get it going from there. So,
Yeah, just follow us on all social media platforms. Follow PNS Studios. Leave us
mhm,
comments, leave us your information, and you could be our next guest next week.
the show. All right. Ronnie, it was a pleasure, man. Till next
It's a
time.
pleasure. Appreciate you, Zach.
All right. Let's see.
We
This show
out.
money still up.
With the show money, we out.
How much you want to bet? He's still up. He's still. he, we gonna
Hold
see.
on.
Hold on.
We gonna